Koreans!
Hello, College of Education, Arts, and Sciences, and welcome to us. It is our first guesting, right, as a faculty here in Khyres College. So, mang racket sa aming mga side hustle. Kaya na daw ni honorarium ha, bot-bot. Wala bitaw, pero we are willing to volunteer as a SEDAS alumni. Okay, how are you, Miss Kai?
I think kailangan sana ito kumustahon na itong mga katay.
Ay, tama. Sige. Okay, hello. Hello, SEDAS people, mga ka-tigers. Are you people? Are you happy? Kumusta atong mga ganap sa life? Atong mental health, the most important.
Okay, hello SEDAS Tigers. Na ikaw, Sir JC, gimingaw na baka maging SEDAS Tiger?
Gimingaw kay before as a student kay di ba ka nang participative kita sa mga ganap sa SEDA, especially our department kay daghan kay siyang mga patabo, and also the students are willing to participate. And para sa amua kay gusto man mi kinang ma-exposure, gusto mo salida, pabibo, ana join din mi kung unsay ganap kay at least somehow we can learn from those experiences also as a future teacher, or now we are teachers na. So that's it. Makamingaw siya in a sense na we are carefree, not totally carefree, pero somehow we are free during our college days. Like, ma-manage na mo among time on our own. Ikaw, Kai?
Yes, to be honest, makamingaw dyan maging student. No? Lahi ka siya karon sa responsibility as a teacher already. So, makamingaw ang pag-enjoy with classmates, with ka-tigers. So, lahi ra ang responsibility or lahi ra ang
as a student and as a teacher. Okay.
So we are now on the 5th episode of
Cutting Class with
Cutting Class Teachers.
Podcast. Again, usap. Okay, take 2. Okay, sige. Now we are on the 5th episode of Cutting Class with the Teachers podcast. Sige, usap. Take 3. Sorry. Sige. Hindi ka pa mag proctor og exam. Sige. 1, 2, 3, go. We are now on what episode, Kai?
We are now on the 5th episode
of Cutting Class with the Teachers podcast. Okay.
And for this episode, we have a very interesting topic to discuss. But before that, we would like to introduce first ourselves to you. Now, I am Miss Khyres Niñeza, 22 years old and a senior high school teacher at the Basic Education Department. And together with me is...
Hi, my name is Giancarlo de Ricrio, a SEDAS alumni and also a senior high school teacher from the Basic Education Department. So, sa mga wala kabalo, we are classmates before with Miss Khyres during college, and usahay sa mga tanang patabo, kami po nang mag-apil-apil. So, karon gitagaan na po may bracket sa SEDAS na kami na pong duha. So, sige lang kayo na may exposure, ha? Gamol kayo exposure. Okay. Sige, unsa tong topic na storyahan in this episode?
Okay, we would like to talk about our transition story.
Okay.
Like, kagahapon, murag student kami, pero karon teacher na jud. So, we would like to talk about that. So,
okay, interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
So, JC, would you like to share about your story sa imong transition story from being
a student, now a teacher? Okay. I graduated also here during I graduated my senior high school here in Korea. So, and up to college I studied here. So, in the sense that I am now working here as a teacher, and compared before as a student, wala kayo ko ga-adjust sa environment because my colleagues in the faculty are my teachers before during senior high school. So kanang wala kayo ko ga-adjust to get to know them more because I know them already. But now I am given the chance na ma-know them more on how they take their profession well. I can also learn from them. Muna ang mas naga-matter sa ako now. And unlike Khyres, she is new here. So how was your experience?
Like, daghan kaayog adjustments na I have to undergo and I have to surpass kay this is a new environment to me. Although diri ko nag-graduate, pero ang Basic Education Department is new to me. Kaya dili ko diri nag-senior high school, junior high school, and elementary. So college lang ko diri. So ang mga teachers from the Basic Education Department, wala wala ko kaila mostly sa ilaha. So, it is the adjustments, kailangan ako mag-adjust, kailangan ako
mag-ila-ila sa before. Mailhan tanan, ana.
But to share my story, my transition story from being a student to being a teacher now, last June 2022, this year, we just graduated from college.
And luckily, we are hired by our very own alma mater, which is Khyres College.
Yes, and then just right after graduation, one of my professors asked me if gusto ba na ako maging part sa basic education department, kay it so happened na the basic education department was hiring a new English teacher, was looking for a new English teacher that time, and one of my professors asked me if willing ba ko i-take job. So, thinking na kailangan dyan akong job kay ang financial situation sa family, so gi-grab na ako. And also, it has always been my dream to become a part of this institution since I was inspired by my professors na maging teacher, and makita po na ako kung unsa ka competent ang environment na gina-offer sa Khyres College, especially sa mga teachers. So, gi-grab na ako, and during sa interview, I would just like to share kung unsa ko ka-proud sa akong sarili, because during the time na final interview na ko, it so happened na the same time po, nagsali ko sa Mutya ng Malungon.
Ay, okay. Right. Mutya ng Malungon.
Night pagkagabi, and then pagkabuntag
is your interview.
My final interview.
Okay.
And then I have to be there at 1 p.m. sa Malungon, which is 1.5 hours away from Digos. So, kailangan ako igo ang time na maka-attend ko sa final interview, and then maka-adto ko dito sa Malungon for preparation
for the pageant. Sa pageant. Coronation night.
Yes, and I am very much proud of myself kay nahandal na ko kung duha ka events, big events ato na day. And
wow.
I was very anxious na basig
multitasker.
I was very anxious na basig dili ko madawat diri sa Khyres, kay knowing Khyres, very competent ang ilang, very high standard ang ilang.
Exactly, kay sukad senior high pa lang up to college, I can see that the teachers are very competent in their passion, which is teaching. And during that time, dato po nabuo akong dreams na I want to be not necessarily like them, but I want to be as competent as they are. No, kay 'di ba, as what have we always heard nga, we cannot be somebody else. We cannot be someone. We have to make it our own way, our own selves. So, somehow, I dreamt during senior high school and college na I want to be like them. I want to possess the character in terms of teaching. I want to possess their ways or their strategies in teaching. Kay I can attest and I can shout it to the world that the teachers here in Khyres are very competent. That is why they also have students who are competent also when they graduate in college, when they face the real world. So that is what's happening right now. After we graduated in college, di ba some of them said nga kanang mas nice di ay mahimong estudyante kaysa sa manarbaho, right? Karon before dili pa kayo mimutuo kay katong college pa mi ang nasa muhuna-huna is like kanang ay lami na kayo mo graduate, lami na kayo manarbaho kay para makapalit sa atong gusto, makalaag nga di na mangayo sa parents kay somehow ulaw na pud biya nga di ba, as kanang magkabuot na ta, we are kanang maulaw na ta mo mangayo sa atong mga wants or sa mga kanang mga pang leisure nato nga expenses from our parents. So during college, gusto na jud mi ni Khyres. We are very eager to graduate and to find work. But now we are working. Somehow we also realize it. We also realize that napudi ay perks or napudi ay advantages if student ka, like kanang you have your time, you have your personal time, you are responsible to yourself, kay because now we are responsible to ourselves, at the same time we are responsible to our students. responsibilities, like ni bigger na ang responsibilities kay dili man na mo pwede biyaan na mo estudyante during our class hours, like tapos we need to follow office hours sa school kay we are in the basic education department, so 7:30 to 5 mo dyan na mo ang in ug out. Unlike sa college, like ano na yung mga vacant, we can go to malls, pwede may mga on sa gawas, matulog muli o boarding house. Unlike now, we need to obey the standard time or the standard working time in our faculty or in our department. Kay we are working naman, we are obliged to follow rules and regulations naman as a teacher. Ikaw kayo, sa imong mga changes nga na experience from
to us, ang atong experience or the idea of being a student to us kay fresh pa kaayo sa karon, kay murag kagahapon kay
murag hapon estudyante meet sa teacher na di.
What are your struggles na na-encounter along the transition process? Ano sa mga struggles na imong na-encounter?
Okay, sige. By the way, we together with Khyres, sabay mi nag-demo for application here. But during that time, kasi kita nag-demo kay June?
June or July.
June or July. After our graduation, we submitted our application. Then we got a text from HR or from the basic education department na we are up for a classroom demonstration. So during that time, sabay pud mi nag-demo ana. But unfortunately, kay ang need lang jud sa basic education ato na time is one English teacher, and luckily Khyres got hired first. Then after 2 months, I was called by the principal of the senior high school, the assistant principal of the senior high school, to submit again my application because they need more teachers because there are a lot of enrollees. So si Khyres ang first na hire, then ako. So my adjustments are the following. Wow, daghana. My adjustments are, najulisan. My adjustment kay first, there are previous teachers man sa subject na akong gina-teach. So, during my first day, I need to meet them. I need to introduce myself to them kay first day pa man jud ko gipa-duty, like October 3, that's my first day of duty. So, I need to meet them. I need to ask kung sa ilang mga class record, sa ilang pacing sa topic, so that my subjects or my loads kay sabay na tanan, kay ako magipulihan na loads kay lain-lain og teacher. So dapat pa nako sila i-meet, dapat pa ko mag-ask kung unsa na topic sa ila. So that for me somehow nag-struggle ko ato katong during my first week, tapos gitagaan po kog loads sa college, then lahi pud ang mga teachers, so I need to meet them again, I need to talk to them ana. So mo to kong first na struggle as a newly hired teacher here, kay murag nagtabok-tabok ko ato from faculty sa basic education up until here sa college. So sige ko pangita sa mga teachers ana. Then at the same time, that struggle is bearable raman hinuon kay murag nakaya ra nako now, kay okay na akong classes, like na-adjust na nako, na-adapt na nako ang pacing sa topic. So somehow it is challenging for me kay katulagi nangita pa sa mga and all that, pero it is fulfilling at the end of the day kay murag hala nakaya day ko tumoto kung one of the challenges nga I've encountered first nga na-hire ko as a teacher. So okay lang siya nga experience, though it was exhausting at some point, but it was fulfilling at the end of the day. Ikaw kay unsay mong struggles?
As for me, to become a teacher, especially here in Khyres, it is very overwhelming in a positive way. It is very fulfilling. It feels very fulfilling sa akong part na maging officially a teacher here. But I cannot deny the fact na there are lots of struggles that I have to undergo and surpass. Kay it is new to me na maging teacher, kay fresh graduate lagi. So at first, mga pila ko ka weeks nagsigig-hila sa boarding house.
Sige siyang chat sa ako
Kaya ang environment,
nag-a-adapt pa ka.
bago sa ko environment.
Okay kayo ang environment sa senior high school, pero as a person nga bago pa, as a new teacher, so you need to adapt yun.
So kailangan mag-adapt, and then biggest challenge dun ako ato is separation from my family. So dili ko sanay na separated ko sa ilaha, so I have to live here sa Digos. Kay if maguli-uli ko sa amua, exhausting na kaayo kay 1 hour
layo
biyahe.
siya.
And kung mag-uli-uli ko ang ako ang sweldo, padulong rapod sa pamasahe.
Sa fair, sa pliti.
So, I have to be separated from my family para ma-fulfill na ko akong duty as a teacher dito sa Korea. So, and then another one is pressure. Kay ma-pressure ko kay knowing Korea sa college, mga competent,
Yeah.
highly competent ang mga teachers dali, and dako kayo ang pressure sa ako dako kayo ang doubts. Naabot ko sa point na I have doubted myself many times kung ma-fulfill ba na ako ang duties dali or maging effective ba ko na teacher, because back then I have always dreamed of, or I have always dreamt of becoming a great teacher, pero katong na-confront na ko sa reality nga teacher na ko.
Medyo siya, tasky, physically and mentally requiring.
Mag-doubt kasi ang purpose kung
Say mo, di ba anak kasi mo teaching pedagogy dong, dili ko sure sa akong teaching pedagogy. If effective ba siya na teacher.
Maka-learn ba ang students ako? So, mo ako mga greatest challenges ato na time. And plus, I have to pay the bills, so di ako pwede mahayo sa akong mama o pangbayad. So, nag-adjust po ko ato kaya. Ako ang first sweldo, diri, nahugot ko dyan siyang pangbayad sa pag-start diri ako. Pag-start ako diri sa Bigos.
So very adulting na kayo ang experience.
Yeah, like,
actually, lisod kayong adulting kayo. No? Usahay gani ka nang mutan ako sa mga throwback pictures sa Facebook ba, pero di pang private na ako mga social media, kanang mga old pictures during junior high school, kay kanang tanaw na ko ang sarili kay murag at the back of my mind, like kanang mahunahunaan ako hala nakaya din niya tong mga struggles niya before siya makaabot ani nga point, no, like kanang usahay somehow it becomes emotional for me nga kanang hala kuya wa day no kay tanang struggles or mga challenges niya nga na encounter throughout the way kay nakaya dayto niya. So now, another challenge na pod ang amo ang gina-face. Pero at least now, we are even more mature. We are even adaptive to change kay adult na lagi daw. Like, early kanana sa early adulthood nga stage niya. It somehow kay cool ba siya, pero at the same time kay fulfilling, like kanang murag ma-express nimo imuhang way of coping sa mga struggles, sa mga challenges nga unexpected, sa mga stress na nasa environment. So, speaking of adulting, unsay mga first na actions nimo kay na gitake kay na murag na conclude na gid mo, like after naman good sa actually students nagklase saddest people murag na conclude lang jud namo nga adult nami after we graduated from college kay we are the first batch, we are the pioneering batch of the senior high school, so we extended 2 years in the academe. So 22 namin ni-graduate, and after that dito ra pud namo na realize na we are adult di ay kay katong during 2021 earliest 22 namo na days kay wala lang, we're carefree student lang kanang we need to obey the rules, we need to comply the requirements. Mo perform lang ni as a college student. Now, we are working naman. So, murag, diri na dyan na mo na-conclude na we are adult na gyud ay kay because of, unsa to kay imong chika, because of the expenses na daw, mga finances. Murag maoy kanang first na murag gina-consider as an adult or as a working adult kay ang finances. Kay murag after college manggod maulaw na jud mi sa among parents. We have to be independent. Maulaw na mi sa among parents mga og kwarta pang laag, pang kiat, good kay syempre youth pa biya no. Youth pa ba? Until 30 ang youth. So, we are feeling youth per early adult nami. Pero youth gihapon kay mula aglaag. Good. Part of our growth also. Part of our to escape the responsibilities at school. So, we need also to pamper ourselves. We need to have leisure also. So, ikaw kay, unsay mga struggles, Ana?
Yes, to tell everyone, adulting is never an easy process. Pero, during my stay here, sa mga past weeks na nagstay ko dito sa Korea, so I am very thankful po na pila months after or months later na-hire po si Dudong because I badly needed someone na kakampi mo.
Oo.
Pero I have friends sa faculty, si Miss Relly, hello Miss. And
BFF.
Anita.
BFF kayo. BFF
So,
sila.
I am very lucky po to be surrounded with very competent and supportive teachers sa faculty. So, they have been there all the time to guide you sa mga dapat buhaton and then sa mga tasks na kailangan mo ma-accomplish. Pero mas nalahi ang environment or nalahi akong energy katong nag-start na si Sir JC o duty or nag-start na siya sa work po. So I am very thankful po na
Sige, chat.
God never fails to send
Yeah.
you people na tabangan ka along the process. So, kato, daghan kayo ng mga struggles na encounter. And ikaw, Dong, isa pa mga story na gusto mo i-share?
Kuan ka to.
Sa imong classes.
Sa akong klase,
Experience.
I am thankful that I am handling class na participative, cooperative, they are willing to listen, they are willing to learn. Once na ako rules and regulations na ihatag, they are willing to follow, they tend to follow. So I'm thankful also kay Murag, ma-conclude na ako dito that I am an effective teacher because of how I teach, how I instruct inside the classroom. Kay pag once manggod na maminaw ang students while I am discussing or while I am giving instruction, so it means that you have the authority inside the classroom, di ba? Kaya nga kanang, ay, kani kay tuuhan og estudyante. So, kana lang, we're happy ko diha na part na kanang kay namo before during high school na amo mga teacher na kanang ginagara-garaan sa mga lalaki sa likod, ana ba niya? Muna kong fear kailakon, charis. Muna akong fear nga, once I started teaching, basig maing-ana ako, pero luckily, hopefully, Murag, it doesn't go that way, mampod. Murag, somehow, the students are, kung ano mampod, buutan, ana mo to, okay. Of course, they are studying here in Korea, so kabalon dyan na sila sa culture and sa mga ganap diri inside. So, ansa man. Sige, go. Kastoryahon. Sige.
That is one thing po na nag-struggle ko kanang authority inside the classroom kay I am a very soft person, soft
Ay, sana all soft. Sorry.
So, as a teacher, wala kayo sa akong mind na maging strict sa mga students. So I really had a hard time establishing authority inside the classroom kay mahadlok ko na
Kay buutan jud pud si Miss kay innately like buutan jud siya as a person.
mahadlok ko kung unsay kanahimon sa mga students, pero I am happy pod na ako mga students dili ko sila mo go beyond gani sila inana sa classroom. So napod sila kanang respeto sa isa ka teacher. So wala akong na-learn na you cannot stereotype. You cannot
stereotype.
Mga students na mga badlungon. Kaya naadyo mga students po na responsable. And I hope mga ka-tigers na
As a teacher kay murag we need to face sa mga kiat gamay. Wow. Bitaw kay kana murag as a teacher or you as a future teacher nga nagatan-aw karon from the College of Education, Arts and Sciences Department, kay murag normal na yun na siya sa isa ka classroom na nagyo mga kiat, nagyo mga bugoy, pero it is up to the teacher on how she or he will maintain the harmony inside the classroom. So even though exhausting siya sa part sa teacher nga nagyo mga nagapabuyag, pero at the end of the day we are willing to give our best to handle them, di ba?
So I have here one question.
Sige daw.
Gusto na ko i-ask. Katong if you were
Kulbaan mo punta. Nag-prepare po na lang. Sige, game.
Back then when you were still a student, the ultimate goal is to graduate.
Alright.
Now that you are already a teacher and now that you have already a job, unsa na po di mo ang goal sa life ka?
Okay. Specifically, we are having our licensure examination review every night. So it seems like, it seems like we are working 12 hours a day. Kay 8 hours duty sa school. Tapos na pa dyan may 4 hours sa review center. So mag-end me after we have our duty here from 5, from 6 to 10, mag-proceed na po mi sa review center. So kana one of my short time goals at this moment is to pass the licensure exam. Kaya muna siya ang key to success. Wow! As a professional teacher nga, lahi ra jud pag na-license, ana. So, muna akong isa ka goal. Then after that, nagasabot jud mi ni Khyres during college, pang-ani kay, muni ka na. Ambot karon no kay murag happy jud ko kay na murag ang mga things good nga gipangandoy lang nato or gidream lang nato before kay nag-put into places ra gyud siya. Even though wala siya nahitabo, at that time nga katong nga gina-expect nako nga ma-harming duha even though wala siya nahitabo ato, pero karon slowly it puts into places na like kanang it's worth the wait lang man pud ay para sa ako. So mo lang to siya. Second kay kato mag-masters. Wow,
professional
feeling dili mag-masters kay our professional growth kay because our colleagues also, our professors during college, they are encouraging us also to take masters after the licensure exam. Pero mag-break ata sa mihog 1 year. After that, mag-break sa mig 1 year, magtigom sa mi kay mahal biya mag-masters. Gasto ana kay we are paying our own tuition fee naman, we are paying our finances, we are paying our bills. So need pa namo og enough na money or enough na savings to go further. Sige lang good, one step at a time. Mo jud lang ginaingon na. Easy lang. Isa-isahon lang yun nato atong mga ganap sa life, sa kinabuhi.
Yes. Now,
ikaw kay imuha, unsay may mong goal?
In terms of the idea that we're doing our best para mapagsabay ang work and ang review, I hope our said
effort,
the students from the College of Education, Arts and Sciences would learn from that experience na kabalo would learn to accomplish things at the same time.
To balance,
to balance or to do multitasking. I know you have a lot of potentials in you na maka-accomplish of many tasks or many things at the same time. So you have to learn from that. Now, as for me, my goal right now is to live day by day or live each day.
Okay.
Take things slowly but surely. So,
okay.
And okay, these past few weeks, I have been struggling man good to put myself together. Kay mag-doubt ko sa kung unsa jud ang purpose nako sa life. Even sa ako ang passion for teaching, murag na-question ako kung para jud ako sa teaching na field. Inana kay murag dili lagi ko effective na teacher, so daghan kay kong doubts. So
feeling ra na ni Miss Khyres sa das people or guys, pero effective kay na siya mo. Storya pa lang na siya sa room. Masig ako kay mo kuan jud ko mo vouch jud ka na niya nga persuasive siya na speaker. So mo to katong siya ang first na hire. Happy pug ko walay ka nang bitaw seriously. Happy ko nga sorry nagunit. Happy ko na siya ang na-hire because mo believe mo pug ko sa iya ha. I know her capacity, I know her potential. So na-hire siya, so happy ko. Wala ko na bitter, wala ko na somehow kanang murag nasayangan, pero at the same time, it is the gratitude that one of our SEM members, SEM or the Society of English Majors, is now teaching here in Khyres. So happy ra gihapon. So worth the wait ra jud lagi siya, di ba? Worth the happiness. Wow.
That's it. My only goal now is to regain my passion. So, kailangan ako i-regain slowly my passion for teaching. Okay? I have to do my job effectively. And I cannot do it if ako ang passion for teaching ang naapektuhan or nagkaanong kawala. So, mauna akong i-work as of now na dapat ma-develop na ko again ang passion for teaching. But rest assured that I am doing my job effectively.
You're doing your best.
My best.
It's normal nga murag confusion murag nga ana gani. Pero that's normal. Sige lang, it's bearable, murag ma-adapt rata na throughout time. So as of now, if we put into context, we just graduated college. So what is your advice, Kai, to the college students, especially from the College of Education, Arts and Sciences?
One thing that I want you to remember is the importance of enjoying the moment. You enjoy the moment, you enjoy where you are now, you enjoy with your friends, your classmates. your co-sedas people, you have to enjoy with them. You have to enjoy the moment. Kay a more challenging life or
more challenging world is outside the Corieso College. Literally.
ahead of you, awaits you. So, kailangan i-enjoy sa ninyo karon kay bigger responsibilities will be put into place or will be coming for you as you grow older.
Or as you graduate after college, bigger
after
responsibilities.
College, so, daghan kayo responsibilities. So you have to enjoy. And another thing is that you have to make sure that you have the passion for whatever you are doing or whatever you want to do in the future.
Or what course they are taking. Dapat passionate sila kayo.
You have to make sure na you have passion for it. Kay you will not be able to perform your job well or effectively if ang passion mo is not for it. So, mo na ako ang greatest advice for you. Find your passion and do whatever you love. You have to make sure na you're doing what you love. So, mo na passion lang yun para
to keep the
do ni mo yung job in the future.
For me, my advice to the college students is do not afraid to take a rest. I know that the world is so fast-paced. Like, paspas kayong mga panghitabo. Now, after we are still experiencing pandemic, pero now the restrictions get lightened. Dili na kayo strict, so we can do the pre-COVID activities. But I know nga paspas kaya mga panghitabo, so feeling nato we need to go with that also. But it is important also to take a rest because we are people, we are person, we are not robots. So we need to rest, we need to have peace also. Kay feeling nato kay if once mo di ba mag-rest ta kay we feel guilty nga kanang hala unproductive ko, wala ko progress, wala ko ginahimo, estudyante kaya ako ana. So it is important to have a rest, do what makes you happy, do your hobbies, do your leisure, lang kay para mas twice or like during weekends, so you will have a rest, you will hang out with your friends, lang kay as a college student. I know nga daghan kayo mo og responsibilities. You have tasks to perform, you have grades to maintain or anything. So it is also important to take a rest. Hinay-hinay lang, dahan-dahan lang, wow. Lang, kalmahan lang good, it's nice to put pressure when it is not too much. Like you pressure yourself in your own pacing, in your own balance, not the pressure that is extensive, no, too much kaayo kay murag di na pud ta ka perform well hinuon pag ing-ana.
Okay, that's it. Before we end our talk for this episode, I want to leave a very short message to each one of you.
Go, Miss
I want
Kai.
you to cherish every second of today because tomorrow is never guaranteed. So once again,
Khyres 2000, Niñeza 2022 to siya. Kung i-cite ninyo siya rin. But buot, sige. Again, kayo sa to, sige. Your message
you have to
is...
cherish every hour or every second of the day because tomorrow is never guaranteed. So enjoy the moment, enjoy with your friends because bigger responsibilities await you in the future.
Are coming your way. So that's it.
Thank you so much, College of
Education, Arts and Sciences for
inviting us for a talk for this episode of your
for guesting
us with the
Teachers podcast. So it is a privilege to be invited. So muna siya mong first na racket. I hope we have more. Gusto mag-racket.
Bye,
Goodbye. Thanks for watching.
Thank you to roar.